Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today because we are going to unpack a scientific anomaly that is honestly just breathtaking. I want you to picture this. You're a 35-year-old geophysicist. You are standing completely alone in the middle of a massive, endless, stark white expanse. We're talking the Bonneville Salt Flats. Above you, this incredibly dramatic, heavy overcast sky is looming. You're completely prepped for the elements. You've got your dark charcoal weather-resistant tactical jacket on, rugged cargo pants, the whole shebang. You're holding a digital monitor, and it's displaying perfectly stable, normal green wave patterns. But, as we're about to see, you are definitely not prepared for what is hiding right beneath the crust. So what happens when modern science uncovers something that just completely breaks all the rules? It's the ultimate hook, right? In our source material today, we're looking at an incredible narrative sequence that documents exactly that scenario. Our geophysicist, with his sharp jawline and intense hazel eyes, goes from a state of totally calm analysis to sudden deep confusion and high alert. His eyes track downward toward the blurry white salt flats beneath him. Moody, natural lighting captures this tense shift perfectly. Something down there is suddenly demanding his undivided attention, and it's not playing by the rules. Section 1. The Bonneville Anomaly. Calm analysis turns to deep alert as eyes track downward. It's that stomach-dropping realization, that moment the data just isn't matching the physical reality beneath your feet. His expression completely shifts. We're stepping away from the safety of numbers on a digital screen and plunging right into the unpredictable, physical environment of the cracked white salt crust. The suspense is instantly dialed up to 10. Okay, let's walk through the scientific method happening here in real time. Step 1, track stable wave patterns. Step 2, press the geophone to the crust. He actually gets right down on the ground, kneeling on that beautifully detailed textured white salt, and carefully presses a metallic geophone sensor directly onto the earth to get a much closer read. The long shadows of the afternoon light make the whole situation feel incredibly tense. And then, boom. Step 3, discover an active branching fissure. The ground literally starts splitting open right in front of him. Section 2, the geometric metal cylinder. Chiaroscuro lighting. It's a high-contrast interplay of light and shadow, cutting through dust to reveal secrets in the dark. To really figure out what's down there, he bends forward and points a heavy-duty tactical flashlight straight down into the newly opened salt crack. It creates this perfect cinematic chiaroscuro effect. The bright beam cuts so sharply through the rising dust from the fissure, exposing things hidden in the deep dark. It creates an insanely suspenseful atmosphere. You can almost literally feel the chill in the air as the light pierces the darkness. And what exactly does that flashlight reveal? Intricate, ancient geometric designs and relief patterns? It's a massive embedded cylindrical pipe. But guys, this isn't standard infrastructure. Not even close. The beam illuminates a smooth, non-reflective dark metal alloy surface that is absolutely covered in these bizarre, alien carvings. The high detail of this dark metallic texture contrasts so sharply against the rough, white salt walls of the fissure. It's a macro perspective of something completely out of place and, frankly, completely out of time. Section 3. Physical contact and glitch. Human curiosity is a powerful thing, right? He slowly reaches out, fingers trembling, and presses against the cold, ancient alloy. And there's a subtle, faint distortion in the air right at the point of contact. It is a microscopic detail, but it's absolutely crucial. As the texture of his skin meets the strange, smooth metal, the air around it visibly vibrates and distorts. It's as if the object is actually reacting to the physical presence of a living being. Just imagine putting yourself in his shoes for a second, touching something buried for millennia that suddenly responds to you. And the reaction? It's explosive. He staggers backward onto the white salt flats, his face totally filled with shock and awe. His digital seismic monitor and Garmin-style smartwatch are violently glitching, flashing bright red error messages and distorted digital static. The dynamic motion blur and dramatic overcast lighting make this moment feel so incredibly chaotic. Modern tech is just being completely, utterly overwhelmed by whatever energy this object is putting out. And while the tech is failing, the object itself is waking up. We start seeing pulse-like bioluminescent blue light and viscous luminescent blue liquid. Those intricate geometric grooves on the ancient dark metal pipe start glowing with this faint, pulsing neon energy. And then, a thick, glowing blue liquid actually begins to slowly ooze out from the joints of the pipe, spreading out across the clean white salt crust. It's an incredibly atmospheric, high-contrast glow against the dark environment inside the crack. In a state of sheer panic, our geophysicist hurriedly pulls out a rugged satellite phone. I mean, he needs to call this in, right? He needs backup. But he is met with immense frustration. No signal. The screen clearly shows a completely crossed out network icon. Imagine the absolute, undeniable dread of being entirely cut off in an endless, empty expanse. The anomaly isn't just glowing, it's acting as a massive dead zone for all modern digital communications. The environment is just escalating this sense of dread. Afternoon brought long shadows. Dimming twilight brings cold temperatures. And sunset means the golden hour is fading fast. The color temperature of the scene is dropping, and it's getting incredibly cold. He's losing his daylight, he has absolutely no working digital tools, zero way to call for help, and he is standing next to a glowing, oozing ancient artifact in the middle of nowhere. Section 4. The analog solution.
The geophysicist's intense hazel eyes shift from fear to absolute determination. He sets his useless digital equipment aside. The contrast here is incredible. On one side, we have his failed tech. Glitching seismic monitors, static-filled smartwatches, dead sat phones. Totally useless. On the other side, his analog solution. A purely mechanical, vintage film camera. No microchips to short out, no digital screens to glitch. He looks intently through the optical viewfinder, determined to document the glowing blue liquid below before the light completely disappears. It is just a brilliant, resourceful pivot.
We wrap up with the golden sunset fading into twilight as he snaps the mechanical shutter, leaving us with this provocative thought. If our digital world fails at the touch of the unknown, what else is waiting in the dark? It is a phenomenal reminder that while our modern technology is incredibly advanced, there are still mysteries out there that completely defy our understanding. Mysteries that sometimes require us to step back to simpler, mechanical ways of seeing the world to truly capture them. Thank you so much for joining me today on this explainer. I really hope this visual journey sparked your curiosity as much as it did mine. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and I will see you next time.